Hello everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2017. Well, I guess it's actually Farming Simulator 17. In our last episode, fields 12, 14, 15, we cut the grass, we tedded it to turn it into hay, then we windrowed it to put it into nice neat rows, and we then baled it, and then we proceeded to get all that hay down to the cow barn area. Alright, since the grass, the grass just grows back. You don't have to replant it. So all we're going to need to do for fields 12, 14, and 15 is apply fertilizer again. And then wait for the grass to grow. So in this video, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start, that's what we're going to start off with anyway. We're going to fertilize fields 12, 14, and 15. We will use the GPS mod in here, so we'll get ourselves lined up. Figured basically line up so that our red line on the right is pretty much even with the right side of the field. This is field 12. Once we're lined up, we just enable the GPS, hit cruise control, turn on the fertilizer spreader, and go along for the ride. Alrighty, fields 12, 14, 15 are now fertilized, and so we just wait for the grass to grow and we start it all over again. Alright, so you can see on the map here, fields 24 4 and 26. They're still growing. It looks like they're dark green, so they're in their final stage of growing. We just have to wait for them to turn a shade of yellowish orangey, which will indicate that they are ready to harvest. In the meantime, we just took a look at one of the fields that are down by the cow barn to see what jobs they may have for us. Thinking about buying a field down there. So this guy's got a job that we could do, but it's an hour and a half long. I'm not really in the mood to spend that kind of time. So we're just going to ignore this one and just wait for the wheat to grow on our fields. In the meantime, we will get to our harvester and get it down to field 22, get it ready so when the wheat does go to harvest mode, then we're ready to go. So we got a pretty big harvester. We've got the header that we're trying to hook onto here, the 45-foot header. It's the widest header that they have for the game, at least the standard game. I don't know if people have modded anything that might be bigger. So yeah, like I said, we're going to take this, take it down to field 22, get it set up and ready. Then we will advance the time, the speed time, and get the wheat ready to harvest. Yeah, we have to tow it behind us because there aren't a whole lot of places you can drive if you're 45 feet wide. Alright, we're hooked up. We've unfolded the harvester. Again, it's just a matter of waiting in time. We haven't advanced the time yet, it looks like. I think we'll just go ahead and jump ahead a little bit. I think we hop out, give you a quick look at the harvester, the header and the harvester itself. It's kind of interesting. I think it's some pretty cool technology. It's probably depicted, animated, drawn in the game pretty accurately. Alright, so we did go in and set it to 120 times speed. Alright, that's correct. We did hop out here. We'll give you a quick tour of the harvester and the header here. Pretty impressive looking equipment. Probably bigger in real life than they actually appear in the game. Or your perception of how they look in the game. The bottom of the hedge, or the harvester, the header here reminds me of a hedge trimmer. And I imagine, so the top round rake kind of looking thing probably grabs the wheat seeds, and then the hedge cutter looking thing probably just cuts the stalks off. It's the stalks that we're going to pick up. We're doing this whole thing so we can get straw to take down to the cows. But of course, we collect the wheat. We'll store it in our silos, and we can take it to some place and sell it. Taking a look at the prices right now. Nothing in the green on wheat. I think we're approaching like $1,200 per 1,000 liters. So it looks pretty good. Alright, so while we're waiting for the wheat to grow, I thought we'd hop inside, give you a quick tour of the inside of the cab. Kind of cool. Some computer screens, a joystick, all kinds of funky, fancy knobs that probably takes some considerable training to figure out what it is you need to do to get this thing to operate properly. Alright, looking out the front window here, it appears the wheat has gone to harvest mode. So we just bring up the map into the growth mode, and we do see that they have gone into their first stage harvest. So we'll turn the time back down to real time, give it a quick save, and we'll be off and harvesting field 24, I believe it is. Alright, so you see the straw being dumped out the back end of the harvester. That's what we're after for the cows. You can only get straw when you're harvesting wheat or barley fields. No other fields will produce straw for you. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll just speed this up through harvesting of 24 and 26. Of course, the grain tank does fill up, so you'll see we'll have to bring in a tipper trailer and unload the harvester on occasion. We take those back to our silos and dump them, and just keep on going until it's done. Okay, we have all of the wheat harvested. We saw that we filled the capacity of our silo on the farm. We can only hold 100,000 liters of any one grain. So then we started taking it over to the train silos, which we can use. We can get it back out of, but they hold 500,000 liters of each grain. Alright, so since we're done, we're just going to go ahead and park this. There is a little storage building down here. We're not going to really fit in it, but it's someplace off the field and undercover. And that's as far as it's going to go in. Now that I've popped out, I got to figure out how to get myself out of here. Got me completely blocked in. I could have just tabbed out into a different vehicle. Yeah, we decided we were just going to run back to the tractor that we're using. It didn't seem that far away. Now that I'm running back, it seems considerably further than I had originally thought it would be. Right. So we'll take this over to the train yard, the silos that they have there, and we'll dump the rest of this. And then that will be the end of this video. We will, next time, we will bale all of this straw up. We're going to buy a square baler. I believe we have to buy, we're going to go with another auto load trailer, so we have to buy a square bale auto load trailer. I had the round bale one, which you saw in a previous episode. Why they can't load round and square in the same one, I don't know, but they're not too expensive, so we'll go ahead, we'll get that trailer, and so yeah, next episode we're gonna bale this stuff up and get it down to the cows, and that should be all that we need to be able to continue to get to our 200 cow goal. So I thank you for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks.
Never gone on to say